Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Remember when everyone said XRP was just a payments token with no stable coins, no DeFi, and zero bills outside of Ripple? Well, listen, grab a seat because the Ripple dollar, USDC, native AMMs, and an EVM sidechain, and even Robinhood's new decks are tearing that story to shreds. Tonight, we're going to dive into why the Ledger's fixes are snowballing, how the Zao DAO gives the community real power, and what a fully loaded XRPL could mean for prices, yield, and mainstream adoption over the next 12, 18 months. Ready to see if this is XRP's maker DAO moment? Let's get into it. I appreciate you guys checking in. Happy freaking, I don't know, is it Talk That Talk Thursday? Man, I hope it is Talk That Talk Thursday. It is. It is Talk That Talk Thursday. I appreciate you guys checking in. I know it's been a minute. I've been nose diving into this course. I was just hanging out with my guy, Jungle, of the day, telling what I've been up to. But listen, happy Talk That Talk Thursday to each and every one of you. Look, I'm going to share a post that I put on X about XRP's comeback. I hope you checked it out. I'm going to share with you guys. My inspiration came from a post that Jungle Inc. did on the very same um, um, subject, this XRP comeback. Pay attention. Things are in motion in a big way. 90%. 90% bag. Shoot, this XRPL and the digital asset XRP, they're borderlining, they're tippy toeing up to the MAG7, baby. They're tippy toeing up to the MAG7 line. That is going to be something to behold. Okay, love you. So we're gonna see what is good. We're gonna get into it. What am I doing here? Just been doing that. Yep, doing that. It's been so long, I don't know what I'm doing over here. What's going on, family? Appreciate you guys checking in. Do me a favor, hit that like button on the way in. That would be really, really, really cool. I think I have one of my angels just flying around behind me. So I appreciate you guys being here. This is some big stuff going on. I know Flare Networks had a little outage, but what I like is the response to the outage. That was pretty awesome. We'll get into that as well. Look, the market is doing what the market does, Leo Messi. We'll cover the numbers. We'll go over them. We'll go over those numbers if you can stomach it. Yeah, I got like a major back deal. Like I'm having to stand up. You ever stand up and watch Netflix? Yeah, there's that. So again, happy Talk That Talk Thursday to each and one of you. You know how we do on Thursdays. Sometimes we talk crypto. Sometimes we talk this madness that I don't know. Is the ceasefire on? Done? Over? What? I don't even know. After I saw current president use the F bomb, after I saw current president of the U.S. use the F bomb, I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. That's that New York coming out. The New York coming out. What's going on, Pookie Pookie? Appreciate you checking in. Billionaire H is in the building. What's going on, bro? Exotic Horizons. Hmm. How are you, my friend? I don't recognize that name at all. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome, Exotic Horizons. I'm sure that's a new name. Says, how are you, my man? Crypto Seeds. Life is good, bro. Long time no see. Indeed. How have you been? I don't recognize that new name. What was your previous handle on YouTube, my friend? Life is good. Life is good right now. I got to tell you, life is great. Oh, you watched me before with that name? Oh, appreciate you checking. So maybe this is the first time that you're checking in and into the chat. I appreciate you being here, my friend. Exotic Horizons, appreciate you being here. So listen, I'm gonna go over this post on X. I'm gonna go over the numbers. I am going to talk a little bit about the XRP 5 as well. I don't know if they're in there, H. I'm feeling like XRP is creeping up on this MAX 7. creeping up, tippy toeing up. That's what it's feeling like. I don't know. I don't know about this news about Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple, the company, rather, spending over $2 billion in the digital space, asset space. I mean, cool. I've been doing another video, I think, about I don't know. I don't want to say picking a side. Um, but more aligning with the thing, moving closer to the thing that you're most aligned with, given this recent news of Wormhole and Ripple. Anyway, maybe we'll get into that as well. But let me go to the discussion of the day here. Let me find my post on X and I'm going to share with you guys. MAG7, Pookie, XRP, MAG7. MAG7 is different than just being in the 90% bucket. The MAG7 of crypto, that's another level besides being in someone's 90% bucket. MAG7 is quite another thing. Right now, I got Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. MAG7's assets. All right, let me find my deal here. Share this with you guys. Make sure I got it. Promote? What's up with this promote? I don't want to promote, man. Why you got my thing on there? Get that out of there. Okay, good. All right, let's take a look at this post, man. Appreciate you guys being here as always. It's an exciting time to be an early adopter in this new asset class that is the digital asset space. Listen, my friends, you and I, we're playing a game that 99.99% of the masses, they don't even know is being played. And we are winning. I got my book, The Tower of Basil. A few days I've been reading that. I'll be using a lot of that content for my old money doesn't want you to win movement for sure. All right, so here it is here. XRP is staging the comeback most people still don't see coming. Stablecoin gap plugged. RLUSD plus USDC both landing on chain. More issuers are lining up. DeFi drought over. Native AMMs alive. Clawback upgrade. Checkmark. EVM sidechain plus light programmability in development. Full stack DeFi, retail and institutional, is moving in. Builders, way more than Ripple now. Remember, there's like a wait list. I'm being dramatic about the wait list, but they're lining up to hook up with this XRPL EVM sidechain. Tap into the liquidity of 6 million plus holders of XRP. They're lining up to build some stuff on that XRPL EVM sidechain. Just so you know. So builders, way more than Ripple now. Robinhood, Bitstamp. I mean, I know they took the post down and all that other stuff. It was and somebody made a little error, little faux pas. Wasn't supposed to post it, but we all know Robinhood and Bitstamp brewing a derivatives decentralized exchange, if you will. Derivatives, Robinhood and Bitstamp, XRPL on the XRPL. Grassroots developers scaling like it's XRPL's Aave moment. What? Yeah. Those who've been on the channel know we've been saying for how long, Pookie, Billionaire H? How long have we been saying who's going to be the Aave on the XRPL? Who's going to be the maker DAO on the XRPL? We've been saying that for a minute, as the young kids like to say. Governance, it leveled up. The XRPL Foundation equals Ripple plus XRPL Commons, plus XRPL Labs, plus the Zao DAO, baby. Remind me to do Zao DAO, my dude, Jungle Inc. here after I'm done. True community voice. It's a big deal. Let me say it again. XRPL Foundation now equals Ripple plus XRPL Commons plus XRPL Labs plus the Zao DAO, baby, which equals true community voice. We'll be getting that from the Zao DAO. Like it. Regulatory clarity is improving. The pipes are in place. I know we got a little kind of setback with Judge Torres. I don't blame her. I don't blame Judge Torres one bit. To be frank and honest with you, I don't blame her one bit. Regulatory clarity is improving. The pipes are in place and utility is exploding. XRP is no longer just a payments token. It's gearing up to be a full-blown finance layer. Did you guys read the post from Mayuka, the head? I don't know if she's the head developer over there at Ripple, and the new features and stuff that they submitted? That they're taking that ledger to another level. All right. So XRP is no longer just a payments token. It's gearing up to be a full-blown finance layer. The next 12 months will either make or break. Are you watching? And I put the source there. I should have said inspiration, but in any case, source is my guy, Jungle Inc., baby. All right, so let me do this real quick before I forget. I don't want to forget this. Speaking of the Zao DAO, look at the Zao DAO did to my dude here. We are thrilled to welcome Jungle Inc. as part of our marketing advisory team. His extensive knowledge of all things XRP, marketing, and content strategy is a powerful addition to the Zao DAO team. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. A lot of sponsors and a lot of other places get this thing wrong. They're running around using inferior, inconsequential, non-substantive metrics like views and subscribers. It's not merely about the quality of the content. It's about the quality of the content creator. Zao Zao seems to have gotten that. We'll see with any future announcements. But this pick right here with Jungle leads me to believe that they understand that. So I appreciate you guys being here again. Let me welcome some more people into the stream. Talk that talk Thursday, baby. Keyless is in the building. How are you, Keyless? The lady of crypto is in the building. Exotic Horizon says, great tweet. Thank you, bro. Or I should say, thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. They were in the H. I read your X post earlier and thought to myself, CJ got bars spitting facts. Thank you, there in the H. I appreciate that. Bean is in the building. What's up, bro? Appreciate you checking in. Joe Buddy's here. What's up, Joe? I missed you checking in, brother. Appreciate you being here. That could be what could be massive? Look, we talking about XRP and the XRPL moving into the freaking max, tippy-toeing up to that MAG7 line. Yeah. Look, things ain't gonna happen overnight. It's just not. But if you can get to the next bull run and then to the next bull run, holding XRP, I don't know. For me, feels like, man, it's going to be a blessing. Not financial advice. Do your own homework. Do your own due diligence. Watch as much stuff as you possibly can. Don't be not going out and buying XRP because some dude on YouTube is talking about it. Do your freaking homework. Do your homework. The real big wheel is here. The Blue Wrenches are checking in. How about that? Appreciate you guys being here. What's good, fam? What's good with you, real big wheel? So that's big in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways. And we said this years ago, and I'll say it again. You guys are okay with seeing Bitcoin at 50,000, Ethereum at 5,000 or 4,000, but you have, for some reason, there's just this, this whole idea of XRP being $100 or $500 is just like, oh, whoa, what? Whoa. Like, I hope that's changed. The definition of vision, my friends, is seeing it before the masses see it. Anybody could, anybody can go do something when it's already happened. You understand what I'm saying? The real Big Will says, doing well, walking the dog in the Florida heat. Ooh, yeah, I hear you, my friend. What kind of puppies you got, bro? I love dogs. What kind of puppies you got, the real Big Will? So listen, again, I moved it into the 90% bucket. I moved it in 90%, moved it in the XRP 5, 90% bucket, right? Now, and of course, just the amount of XRP had to, anyway, 90% bucket. Now, XRP and the XRPL is moving towards that. Slowly but surely, or I should say steadily, nice pace, moving towards that MAG7. That asset that you can hold through the bear market and giving you a net ROI or IRR or a CAGR that's positive. Pick one of them. Pick one of them. German Shepherds, says the real Big. Whoa, oh, nice. Love it. He says, trust me, we're not going to be out here long. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Love German Shepherds, man. Love them. Love all dogs, man. I'm just a big dog. Dog dude. Big Will. Keela says, Big Will. Stay hydrated out there. I know, right? Crazy out, crazy heat, man. So that is the big news. But it's some stuff going on here that I want to share with you with Flare. This wormhole announcement from Ripple. I got to tell you, what say freaking you about that? Let me pull it up before I share it. Make sure I got it. Yeah, there it is. Let me share because that is fair. What am I looking at? Oh, here. Share. I'm rusty. Can you tell I'm rusty? I don't even know where I'm going, Finn. I don't even know where I'm going. Huh. Like what? Where do I go? Where do I hit? All right. Wormhole is announcing a partnership with Ripple to bring multi-chain interoperability to the XRP ledger and the upcoming XRPL EVM sidechain. And Wormhole will be the core interoperability solution for the XRPL ecosystem. Interesting. This integration will bring institutional grade interoperability to 6 million plus users in the XRPL ecosystem, bringing new connectivity for developers and institutions looking to build multi-chain apps, whether for payments, DeFi, and RWA use cases. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. That's the interoperability is allowing these projects to tap into this massive liquidity, massive community offering, being able to offer all these builders who start building stuff elsewhere to tap into the prowess of the XRPL. Right? So it's not just about the community. It's not just about the community. It's being able to tap into that prowess that is the XRPL, moving anything of value in 3 to 5 seconds for less than a penny. This interoperability is a big deal. So it's interesting that they're going to be able to do this and make this work. It is very, 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 very interesting. Now, for me personally, I just got to say, for me personally, I'm tapping into all things Flare. Okay. All right. So whatever's, I'm entering in my XRP by way of Flare Networks. Okay. And all the things that they have for me as a retail guy. That's my on ramp, if you will. That's for me. That's me. And if there happens to be something that the Flare Networks ecosystem doesn't offer, okay, then I'll look elsewhere. But yeah, I'm starting with Flare Networks without question. Without question, that's why I'm starting. And this is why, oh, let me continue reading more of this. DeFi and RWA use cases. Interoperability is a critical need, says Wormhole, for major asset issuers. By choosing Wormhole, a permissionless protocol used by institutions like BlackRock and VanEck and Apollo Global, Ripple ensures it has the best tech to grow the XRPL ecosystem. Among other reasons, Ripple chose Wormhole for its security, open source code, flexibility, and decentralizations. So, here's what I'll say. If you know, you know about these claims. So, especially the best tech one. But in any case, this does give an avenue for other projects and builders out there. And I think that's um, important to know. But for me, the crypto season's home. With my XRP, I'll be entering into DeFi by way of Flare networks for sure. That's my, and I was thinking this is why, for me as a content creator, um, it's almost like drawing a line in the sand of what do you stand for? And for me, it is true decentralization, true scalability, true security, true. That's kind of how I stand. And that's what I mean by kind of drawing the line in the sand. This is why I'm saying I'm going by always for networks. I'm going, oh, for me. For me. That's what I'm going to be doing. What say you? What do you think, guys think about this wormhole news? I mean, it's, I've used wormhole plenty of times. Plenty of times I've used the wormhole bridges and plenty of times. Plenty of time. Wormhole is a thing on a thing. Flare Networks is a layer one EVM blockchain. So for me, uh, I've said this before on the channel before, Joe Buddy. In terms of institutional DeFi or DeFi as a whole, which ethos do you most align with? Is it Ripples or is it Flare Networks? And for me, it's Flare Networks. Love Ripple. Love what they're doing. But there is an ethos. It's a true crypto ethos. And I think, again, like I said before, who's further along? Further along. And it's a race, by the way, a friendly race. Who's further along in providing more value to the XRP holder? Who's further along? Or should I say, who is further along than Flare Networks? I think there is none. Joe Buddy said Garlinghouse needs to pay his 125 million speeding ticket so millions of us can go to the concert. To the concert. Yeah, I hear you, my friend. Pay the fine, Brad, and drop the appeal. In this, I hear you, Joe. I hear you. Yeah, that's a little, it's a little challenging. We'll see what the next pivot is for Stu and the team over at Ripple and the SEC. We'll see. But again, for me, I don't blame Judge Torres at all. Can't spend all this time in 4 years plus, and then all of a sudden, people want to just say, "Oh, let's just forget it." Her reputation is on the line. A lot of things like that, and there is this ethics to it. I think you got to respect a process. It's a lot of years, a lot of time, a lot of energy and resources went into this case, and just to ask Judge Torres to say, "Oh, can you just, we're friends now. Can you just drop all the rest of the stuff?" Because we're friends now over here at the SEC. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. So we'll see. We'll see what they come up with next. I don't know, appeals and these other options. I don't know if it really matters, Joe. Stuart Alderoty's like, hey, we're on to the next move and pivot, but XRP is still not a security. There's that. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. XRP is moving closer and closer to becoming a MAG7 asset, which I think is awesome. All right, so we got Wormhole. What else do I have that I want to share with you guys? Someone had an interesting comment about this thing here, this wormhole announcement. I'll share it. See what you guys think. This is digital asset dude. Is that XRP bull? I don't know. Uh, I was thinking this is what Flare Networks does, but they are different. They're different without question. Both Flare and Wormhole have Ripple partnerships. They both are focused on enhancing the XRP interoperability, the XRPL interoperability. They also differ in execution. For example, Flare is a data-focused layer one with a broader DeFi vision. Wormhole is a specialized bridging protocol integrated into XRPL's ecosystem. Digital Asset Dude asks or states, I'm wondering if Ripple's move with Wormhole might edge out Flare in XRPL's native interoperability. But then I thought, Flare has some pretty unique data capabilities. Wormhole, with its cross chain connectivity, and Flare focusing more on data driven type value. Penny for your thoughts. So, listen, for me, if you understand bridging, if you understand the challenges and technology behind it, I think Flare is clearly ahead. Wormhole has a uh, what is it? Reputation, right? They got a bigger marketing thing, if you will. It's a recognition. They got a little recognition to them. Um, but I think Flare has a better concept for providing this interoperability. Again, that lends to true decentralization. You got 100 validators. You got the protocols at Flare Networks. I just think I don't there's none doing it like Flare is doing it with the FTSO and the FTC. Like it's just there's none out there doing it like Flare is doing it. And I think they're going to solve scalability in the way that hasn't been solved yet in the EVM world. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. So uh so this network outages was very, very interesting. Um, I'll go into the initiative here shortly. So Flare Networks put this out. Network incident post mortem validator sampling bug is a summary. Flare experienced a brief outage, causing a temporary halt in block production. The issue was identified as a known and since patched bug in the validator sampling mechanism inherited from an upstream dependency. A pre-planned audited network upgrade containing the fix was deployed ahead of schedule, successfully restoring network functionality by 11:15. So that's 7-8 hours or so on June 6th. It's 11:16 a.m. Root cause: the outage was triggered by a bug in the Go Flare version 1.10 client software, originating from an upstream Avalanche dependency. The bug was located in the validator sampling algo, which is critical for block production and peer selection. Under specific network conditions, the cumulative weight of all validators surpassed the maximum value for a 64-bit signed ledger. This resulted in an error out of range error, causing validator nodes to shut down. The loss of these validators interrupted the network's ability to produce new blocks. They have a resolution. They had next steps here, which I think is hugely important. Resolution: the underlying bug had already been rectified in Avalanche version 1.11, which updated the sampling logic to support the larger unit uh, 64 data type. Flare had proactively audited and prepared its corresponding version 1.11 release ahead of its original schedule. In response to the incident, this planned upgrade was deployed as an emergency patch. The new software was successfully rolled out, resolving the error and restoring network stability and operations in a matter of hours, which is significant. And very, very, I don't know if there's any that can say they got it done that quickly. But yeah, it still has a 99, over 99.6 or 7 or even 9. Uh, what's the word I want to use? up rate, right? Not being down, which is good. Next steps. The successful deployment of this upgrade has enhanced the network's resilience and would it be uptime? Yeah. We have reviewed our incident response process to ensure rapid deployment of critical patches if similar situations arise. We extend our gratitude to our infrastructure providers and the wider community for their swift response and support, which were instrumental in the speedy resolution of this incident. Right. And so it's the way they handle it, the fact that they had a kind of this a plan already in place if such a thing happened, I think is genius in motion, and this is what you want. So yeah, I think this is very, very good, and the fact that they had a planned upgrade for it, I think, is significant as well. Today, Flair experienced a network outage. I am grateful to the team for handling the necessary upgrade, says Shigo. Upgrade fully planned, ready, tested, and audited. As such, Flair was able to swiftly recover. I greatly appreciate the fast work of the validators and ecosystem for swiftly responding and upgrading. So, very, very important. Just on a little side note for you guys don't know, the Ledger Nano S is being kind of phased out. Ledger Nano S, if you got one of the old ones, it's being phased out. But there is not really a worry as long as you still have your phrase and you're able to still turn on and off your Ledger Nano S. You're fine. It says right here, still using a Ledger Nano S. You don't need to move your crypto, fam. Your 24-hour phrase equals your wallet. Your wallet remains portable and in your control. You can restore it at any time on a new ledger if you know how to do it. If you don't, you can probably go to the Crypto Dad YouTube channel and just search in his playlist thing how to restore a Ledger Nano S to a Ledger Nano X or to a Ledger Nano S Plus. Trust me, he has a video walking you through step by step how to do it. If your Ledger Nano S powers on, this is the CTO from Ledger, by the way. If your Ledger Nano S powers on and your 24-word secret recovery phrase is safely backed up, your assets remain secure and accessible. Which I like. It says here, Bitcoin, ETH, and other apps will remain functional on the Ledger Nano S for the foreseeable future. Bitcoin and ETH. It still supports essential actions like sending, receiving, buying, selling, and swapping. However, upgrading ensures you're ready for what's next with access to the latest features, broader app support, and the most secure, seamless experience. Now, people are kind of getting upset with this. I don't understand it. Upgrades happen all the time. It's funny how people are complaining about this, yet they go buy a new $1,000 to $2,000 phone every 2 years. Like, I'm confused. I'm keyless. I'm confused. People go buy $1,000 to $2,000 phones every 2-3 years. Thousands of dollars. And so you got to get a $300-$400 ledger or something. I don't understand. And this is, this is your financial future we're talking about. You don't want to have to secure and be updated to the latest and greatest stuff. Amazing. The people on here complaining that they have to buy another thing, I don't understand it. Pookie. I don't understand it, bro. This is your wealth and possibly generational wealth you're talking about. You want the latest and greatest stuff. I don't understand. All right, so what else do I want to cover? This has got me a little guessing, right? Got me a little excited right here. Pierce is talking about some stuff. First of all, let me share this from Pierce's talking about the XRP out, EVM is ready, wallets are ready, DApps are ready, infrastructure is ready, analytics is ready. The XRPL community is ready. Should we go ahead and launch mainnet? Come on, bro. What are you talking about here? What are you talking about here? So anyway, I want to share that. So Flare Networks put this out. I'm excited about this right here. I'm amped up about this. We've built something special, says Floyd Networks, and you're the heart of it. Maybe you're at the heart of it. A new community initiative is on the way. Community initiative made to reward the builders, creators, and diehards pushing Flare forward. More details to follow. I'm amped up about this. I'm going to be 10 toes and whatever they say, 10 toes and what did the young kids say? 10 toes deep and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Are creators content creators? If so, I will be part of it. I'm sure that's what they're talking about. King Karam. Some people are excited about it. Worm 226. I ain't getting more excited by the day. I have not posted much because it's summer. I'm like, oh, okay. So maybe they're going to do a little virtual style, Vader style type yapping points thing. I promise you that's going to be part of it. I'm guessing. I'm guessing that's going to be part of it. I've been doing the yapping and the Vader stuff, playing around in the virtual ecosystem in preparation for that. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what this initiative is going to look like. Let me see. Let me go to Jungle's page because Mayuka put this thing out, and I think for the XRP fan, we should share this. Let me go to Jungle's page. Where should I go? Let me go here. Let me go to Jungle's page here, and I think he has on his in his feed with Mayuka, the lady from Ripple. I think she's like the lead, like the lead CTL technically. Um, Now, did he go to her? Hmm, he might have went to her page, uh, and I might have that already. But Jungle, I love the way he's doing his channel now, for sure. Really, really do like that. Uh, let's see. Mayuka, she laid out some of the improvements. I might already have it. Hmm. I might have that. Let me see. Trying to turn that XRP out, I'm telling you, to a monster. Let me see if I have that. Or currencies. Hmm. I don't have it. I don't know her Twitter handle. Hmm. Where would that be posted? On Ripple? Let me see about Ripple. Probably. Just talking about the new features and Alchemy Pay. Uh, hmm. Maybe it's here, Ripple X Dev. Maybe it's Ripple X Dev. Let me try them. Because I want to share this with you guys because again, the XRP and the XRPL, I'm telling you, it is inching up to that MAG7 line and becoming a MAG7 asset. To squelch or not to squelch, optimizing XRP ledger validation, XRP ledger validator communication. Surely the Mayuka thing would have been here. Permission delegation, unlocking a new era of XRPL account management. I'm trying to get her post because she kind of summed it up, but Yeah, I don't see it. That's a bummer. I don't know her handle. Uh, I don't even know how you spell her name. Yeah, I won't be able to find it. But she laid it out. If you guys have it, let me know if you guys can find that, because I can't find it. But some new feature sets, and it's taking that ledger, I'm telling you, to another level. Let me read this. Big from Ripple X 23 hours ago. Big unlock for institutional DeFi on the XRPL ledger. The permission DEX, yeah, it will allow regulated players to trade on XRPL's DEX using verified credentials and enabling KYC, gated FX swaps, stablecoin flows, and more. Look, they're building this chain out to support the new financial system. That is ultimately the bottom line. What it means for XRP holders is yet to remain to be seen, because I still think in the end, it's about the DApps and the builders on the ledger. A major step toward real world compliant DeFi. Is that 3, 2, 1? We went from 1 to 4. So let me show this. There's 1, there's 2. Traditionally, anyone can match offers on the XRPL's DEX. With a permission DEX, you can now create gated order books accessible only to approved accounts via credentials. I mean, who did they? That's not a retail thing they're building out, right? They're building this out for the next level financial system. No custom smart contracts, compliance focus. Why does this matter for devs? It enables launching credential gated apps, monetization of premium liquidity access, capturing regulated flows like FX treasuries, stablecoin rails, all native, fast, and low cost. Did you understand? They're building out this XRPL to another level. The new financial system. All of the financial system, probably not, but a significant part of the new financial system is going to be run on the XRPL. Ethereum will have some part in that, to saying that, and so will Solana. This builds on the XRPL's broader push for compliance, verifiable credentials, permissioned domains, clawback, deposit authority, multi-sign, and more. The infrastructure is ready. Now it's time to build. Talk about the permission DEX, DeFi without the institutional trade-offs. DeFi without the institutional trade-offs. Interesting way to put it. The tool's are live. The demand is here. The moment is now. So very, very good. So it's pretty much what Mike was saying. Anyway, so again, this is exciting. I hope that this will lead to bringing greater value to XRP holders. I really, really do. But getting the institutions involved in the stress test of that institutional volume is important. No question. Oh, you guys found it. Thank you. All right, you guys having a little back and forth here. She made her ruling. Yep. That's right. No, no. So Keela says, so is Ledger saying you have to upgrade? Upgrade is a necessity or recommended. So you don't have to upgrade as long as you're the Ledger Nano S. If you have a Ledger Nano S, as long as you're able to turn it on, and you have your 24 word C phrase. But yeah, so Legend NOS around for a minute, 6, 7 years, if not longer, with a lot of upgrades, and they're phasing that thing out. It's just newer and better technology. And yeah, and so I think it's important to, if you're talking about your wealth and your generational wealth, why would you not want to get a new and use the latest and greatest technology? That's why I use the phone thing all the time because I know that'll make people sit back and go, "Oh, okay, right." You ain't storing your wealth on that phone, So if you got a device that's protecting your wealth and perhaps generational wealth, why would you not have a one latest and greatest stuff? I don't know if you need a flex or the stacks or any of that, but why not uh, another thing? And so I don't know what the difference between is the Genesis edition an S plus Ledger Nano S Genesis edition? I don't know. I don't think it is. But yeah, why would you not, right? Joe says I have a 3-year phone. I have 6 ledgers with 20 addresses each. 6 ledger S's? I'm pissed and have a right to be pissed. I'm watching 15 minutes behind. Oh, you're 15 minutes behind? Yeah. He's watching 15 minutes behind. Yeah, I hear you. Absolutely have a right to be pissed. But again, I just think that why would you not have the latest and greatest technology? If you're talking about protecting your wealth, why would you not have it? They're telling you that it's not the latest and greatest technology and they're phasing it out. They can no longer continue to upgrade that particular firmware, right? Like, why would you not? It's hundreds of bucks. This is an investment in protecting your assets, right? I, what is it? Is it a purchase or is it an investment in protecting your assets? Now, I know no one likes the whole shit restore. I got to do some technical stuff. No one likes that stuff. I don't like it. No one likes that technical stuff. Restore. But I gotta tell you, my guy, the crypto dad, the older guy, it's called B Crypto Dad. I'm telling you, there's more than one video on how to restore your Ledger Nano S to an S Plus or a Ledger Nano X or a freaking Flex or what, all that other stuff. Easy to do, I'm sure. Oh, you found the post. Oh, thank you, Keyless. Appreciate that. Right? Mix says choose advanced recovery. I don't know about that. I'm not doing that. But I guess that's an option. Why do you say choose the advanced recovery mix? Now, I saw something uh like some option to do something with recovery. I know everyone was freaking out. Remember a couple years ago they was doing this other thing. I didn't like it. Oh, not the post, but her Twitter profile. Okay, Keyless, thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, that's the option. Advanced recovery. Yeah. Yeah. Because I think that involves them somehow, right? But yeah, you can just do the restore it to another ledger and just kind of go from there. So I don't think so. Hmm. Is the Ledger Nano Genesis Edition, is that an S plus? I don't think so. Let me ask Google. I don't think so. I don't think that's the S plus. I think the S plus is a different one altogether. Let me ask Google. Is the Ledger Ledger Nano Genesis Genesis edition? I don't think it is the same as the Nano S Plus. I don't think it is. I should have asked ChatGPT, huh? I don't think it is. No, no, says no. Nope. So it's not the same. The Ledger Nano S Plus Genesis Edition is a limited edited edition version of the Ledger. What? The Ledger Nano S Plus Genesis Edition is a limited edition version of the Ledger Nano S Plus. I didn't ask if it was a separate device. So anyway, so it is the S Plus. So the Genesis Edition is an S Plus. It's not just the Nano S. Cool. That's good. The Genesis Edition features a unique engraving and comes with the POP, Proof of Attendance Protocol, NFT to commemorate the occasion. Other than these cosmetic and digital extras, the Genesis Edition is functionally the same as the standard Ledger Nano S Plus. So it's the S, that the one that is being phased out, not the S Plus. Which includes Genesis Edition, obviously not the stacks. What is it? Stacks and flex and stacks. I don't know what they call all those things. So there you go. There you go. And call it a day. I hear you, Keyless. Keyless says, "Don't kill me, but I find hardware wallets too cumbersome." Yeah, I agree. I have one, and that's where my Bitcoin and ETH are, and I might just phase it out and transfer both to Bifrost and call it a day. I hear you. I hear you. Now, I don't have the little, the square ones, the ones you can hold in your hand. I think it's stacks and flex and stacks or something like that. I don't have any of those. Mix says basically just put the seeds in a new device. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of it. Um, Hopefully you guys got all your stuff backed up and all that stuff. You can make that transition uh pretty smooth. Oh my gosh, guys, do me a favor, hit that like button, please. That'd be awesome. We always like to have just as many likes as we got viewers in the stream. It really helps with the algorithm on YouTube and getting this channel out to more people hanging out on YouTube who don't understand that the BIS is the creation of it is probably one of the biggest hoodwinks and bamboozles ever created. Who don't understand that the reason why they feel like they're getting poor every year, even though with a raise, is because they have a hurdle rate of 12%. They don't understand that yet. They can come here and they can begin to learn that kind of stuff. What's going on, a Muskegon aristocrat? How are you, bro? Snacking. So that's huh? Tango mucho hambre. What is that? So there's that. So I just wanted to give you an update on that as well. But again, I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say this again. I think the digital asset XRP and the XRPL are inching up closer and closer to the MAG7 line, becoming one of those magnificent 7 assets that you can hold year after year. You can do stuff with it in bear markets. You can earn more of it. It's going to give you a return on your investment year over year, IRR or CAGR. That is going to go up and to the right as a network adoption curve with new users, new builders. All right, which is so massively important. This is what it's moving closer to that. When we get that light programmability on the XRPL, that light version, it's moving even closer, in my opinion, towards being a MAG7 asset. What's going on, Kevin Land? Kevin says, "What's up, man? What do you think about the new EliPal card?" I don't have the new EliPal card. What do you think about it? I was going to get which card would I was looking into? I can't remember. Was it Crypto.com's card? What do you think about it? Mix says they want you to use the Ledger Live app, which is totally unnecessary. Yeah, I hear you. You haven't set it up yet. Okay. Yeah, let me know. Let us know what you think. Uh, I like Ellie Powell. I like what they do for sure. No, thank you. I like what they do for sure. So I don't know. I know a lot of people, got tons of XRP. They want things kind of happening now for sure. We see Ethereum hit, over 4,000. Bitcoin, I mean, come on, over 100K. They want XRP in the hundreds. Uh, it's going to be interesting to see, you know, what it's going to do this run. I don't know what it's going to do, honestly, but it's going to be interesting to see. But what I see is the future $100 XRP and a future $500 XRP. That's what I see. Um, I know people got things they want to do now, this cycle, things like that for sure. Um, uh, But the more programmability, the more we see more DApps integrating and things that are going on with the XRPL EVM and Wormhole. To me, it makes the asset become more of a valuable asset to purchase. Right before, it was based on speculation and all these different things and what we saw it could be, but it's becoming a more valuable asset as we go along. And I forget the phrase. What's the phrase? Risk adjusted reward asset. That to me is everything. So to me, it doesn't matter if it's $10. People don't mind Bitcoin. People coming into Bitcoin at 50,000, 60,000, 70,000 buying Bitcoin. So I'm just not sure why people are concerned with $30 or $50 or $100 XRP, right? Because in my view, if the value is in the protocol, what's going on with the protocol? Is it going up and to the right of the network adoption curve or no? So to me, why does it matter what the value, what the price is of the asset? The question is it a risk adjusted reward asset? Is it becoming a MAG7? Is it not? Is it en route to that? People always want to have these numbers in units, right? All right. Would you rather have a billion meme coin ABCD, or would you rather have 5,000 XRP? Which one is the better risk adjusted reward asset? Right. So it's not so much the unit. In the end, once you understand, it's about the return on your money. You in the end, that's what it's about. Don't matter how many Bitcoins you got. It's what's your return on investment on the Bitcoin. What's the ROI? Is it at 100%, 50%, 200%, 300%? That's what it's ultimately about. So if you buy XRP at $30 and someone else bought it at 20 cents, you think, oh my God, the 20-cent people won. Really? Did they win? What if they sold at $1? Did they win? You come into the space and you're buying at $2. The people got in the space frustrated, sold their, cost basis 20-cent XRP at $1, frustrated, can't deal with it anymore. The price didn't matter. Their return on investment was 5x. And there are people who bought some XRP started at $1. I would argue that they're going to have a better than 5x return on that money. So why did the price matter? You understand? It's about the return on your investment, man. Don't be fooled by the myth of the one unit thing. That's not how wealth works. Wealth works by your return on the investment. Okay? All right, fam. I'm gonna hop off here. Miss Crypto C's over here making me hungry. You hear? You guys here over here? Making me hungry. Snacking on these chips over here, some guac. So I hope you guys watched the NBA draft last night. How about them freaking Blue Devils, baby? How about that? Three of my boys went in the top 10. How about that? That'll ease my little back pain. Seeing that. Yes. Seeing that stuff. That was cool. That was great to see. So, a couple of things before I get off. For me, I think I was thinking about this earlier today. For me, in the crypto season home, yeah, there's a I don't know, line in the sand, choosing a side. I don't know what you want to call it, choosing your ethos. I felt like when I heard the wormhole news, it's awesome. I love it. I've used wormhole plenty of times, but for me in my XRP, I'm going by way of Flare networks. That's just me. Yeah, people are going to choose different stuff, right? So I'm not hanging out in Doppler Finance. Just me. I'm going by way of Flare networks, but it's not financial advice. I'm just kind of sharing what I'm doing, and I feel like it is like a moment, a line in the sand type moment. I really do. Uh, so sure. It's just kind of how I see it. So I don't know what you guys think, but that's kind of for me. My XRP is into DeFi will be by way of Flare networks. I want to hang out on SparkDex and I want to hang out on Kinetic markets. I want to learn more about the freaking all this stuff they got going on. I'm familiar with Kinetics and SparkDex because those are the ones I use the most. The most. I still don't know how to do this, non-liquidating borrowing on that platform. I can't even remember the name of it right now. I'm drawing a blank. But for me, it's just something about the Flare Networks ecosystem that they got going on there. So nice synergy. I love that synergy. Um, I'm not sure if there's some other thing that's going to come up that I would be interested in using that Flare Network doesn't have. We're getting ready to get staking and restaking coming to Flare Network. So I'm a lend and borrow guy primarily and liquidity pools primarily. But the whole idea of being able to, in the Solana ecosystem, I staked and restaked till the cows came home. Love it. Love it over there in Solana, doing that with my soul. Right. And so to see that, being able to do that with XRP, let's go. I cannot wait to be able to do that. Right. And again, it's for me, Kevin Land and Mix. It's about an ethos for me. Who do you most align with? Where do you most align? I want to see us get as close to true decentralization, true scalability, and true security as humanly possible. I'm not trying to deal with all these intermediaries. I'm not trying to continue to add more and more counterparty risk. I'm with the dudes that want to walk away from that, back off from that, walk away from all these third party or counterparty risk. That's kind of where I sit. You have to decide for yourself where you sit. In either case, I'll be here for you. We'll still be cool no matter what. All right, fam. There it is. This wraps up your XRP. Why am I saying that? I don't even know why I'm saying that. Huh. Why would I be saying that? So anyway, this is Talk That Talk Thursday. It was a pretty cool hang for sure. I appreciate you guys checking in. Do me a favor. If you didn't hit that like button on the way in, please do so on the way out. It's one of the greatest ways you can support the channel for sure. And if you happen to be in that 55% or so of people that are hanging out, listening to and watching the Crypto Siege, do me a favor. If you have been enjoying those hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this or perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.